So hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I have for you guys a little story time, and quick disclaimer: if you don't believe in paranormal activities, or it doesn't interest you, this video would not be for you, so you can click away now. To get into the story time, guys, grab a little snack, grab some water, grab some tea, grab a beer, whatever your heart desires, and sit with me and let's get into it. So let me give you guys a little backtrack and stuff here. My dad always see stuff. Like older folks, they would say that if you can see like ghosts or spirits or whatever you want to call it, okay, now we're back to the video. Sorry about that. Oh, the older folks will say if you can see any of spirits, or you can sense things, like you're born with a veil over your eyes or something. I don't know, something like that, right? So my dad usually sees stuff. He senses presence in a place and that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know if I want to say I'm fortunate enough to have that same gift where I can sense a presence in the room, or I can see certain things. I don't know if it's a gift or if it's a bad thing, but I don't know. I think one of the most scariest one out of them all, and I have a lot of situations here. I was living with my mom, and we were living at, I don't want to say where it is, but I was living in this place with my mom. Only when I am alone in the house, I would feel someone's there or someone's watching. My dad always say, if you are scared and whatever evil entities or presence is there and they see that you're vulnerable, they attaches themselves on you, right? So don't give it that satisfaction. Basically, every time I alone in this particular place, some shit always about to go down. So one day I was sitting on a couch watching TV, right? So how the house is made up, there's 2 rooms on either side, and then there's a living room. So there's a living room here and 2 rooms, my room, my mom room, and then in front of the living room area is the kitchen, toilet and bath, a little dining area, right? And so I'm sitting in the living room watching TV. This is about 2 o'clock during the day, right? I alone home, and I just saw, where I'm sitting, a little boy run out from my mom room, which is here, run across the living room and run into my room. A little boy. Yeah, you heard that right. So I just there okay, all right. I don't know what else to do, so I'm just like, okay, cool, you want to go in my room? Well, you can have it. I'm not gonna go in there anyways. I was kind of contemplating in my mind, should I go in the room to see what did I really just see here? And I actually went into the room, and it had nothing there. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, am I going crazy? Because it's 2 o'clock in the day and I just saw this. What the hell is happening? Am I delusional right now? So I went back, sit down on the couch. While I watching my TV, this little boy from my room ran across the living room with a little girl and gone in my mother room. Where did this little girl came out from? God alone know where. I mean, where did the boy and the girl came out from? Where? And they look like they were around 5 years, and they ran into my mother room. and they were like playing. I'm like, what the actual F? Like, what the actual F? So I was like, okay, cool, that's my cue to buzz out. That shit was scary. Even though they didn't do me anything, they didn't do me anything, but the fact that that's what I'm seeing, I'm like is something wrong up here? So yeah, so I'm going outside waiting for my mom because I was batshit scared, and I was like, am I crazy at this point? So yeah, so that was one incident, right? Nothing too scary. A kind of woman, you guys, up here. As I mentioned before, things only happen to me when I am alone. I see things, I experience things when I am alone. But it had this night that my mom wasn't at home and she went to spend the night by my dad, but I decided, well, I want to stay home alone, just relax and just be by myself, right? I kid you not, I was sleeping in her room because I didn't sleep in my room. I was sleeping in her room, and I think it was like around 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, somewhere around there in the morning. And she had like this thick quilt, and I was covered with that, right? And her bed was kind of like high, so I'm sleeping, and I could remember this like if it was yesterday that it happened to me. All of a sudden I felt like somebody just take their hands and pull the quilt off for me, and I woke up instantly, and then something just grabbed my foot and dragged me off the bed. As the quilt came off from on top of me, the same time they just take their hands and grab my feet and drag me off the bed, and I'm like literally trying to get back on the bed, and I'm so frightened and scared at this point, and I'm looking around, but the place is kind of dark. So I grab my phone and just press it to see, and there's nobody there, and I was like in tears because I was like so scared. That was one of the scariest moments, like no lie, that was freaking terrifying. And I just kind of climbed up back on the bed. The quilt was still on the ground, and I was kind of like shaking. I just like was like this in a corner on the bed. I just quickly started to say my prayers and stuff, because I remember my dad say, you know, anytime anything happened to you, just say your prayers, like, you know. I was so terrified, like I couldn't call anybody, like who gonna come 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, like, you know. So I didn't bother to like call my mom and like, you know, tell her anything to worry her, whatever. But yeah guys, that was crazy. That was crazy because I felt like something or someone or something grabbed my ankle and dragged me off the bed, like with a force. Up to this day, it's still scary. I haven't experienced anything like that since I moved out of that place. I think the place that we were staying in was definitely haunted, and my dad experienced some stuff there. I experienced some stuff. I experienced a lot of shit there. My mom and my brother, they didn't experience anything. I don't think they experienced anything. When my dad used to come over, he's watching TV all 2 o'clock, and 3 in the morning he will be hearing like mad noises, like things moving. The place that we were staying by was definitely haunted. Thank God we didn't stay there long, and we moved out of that place because I might have gone crazy. So yeah, those were some of the incidents that took place in the place that my mom and I used to stay. Crazy. That was this little story time video with me, my experience with the paranormal world, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I have so much more stories, guys, so much more. So if you like this video, if you like these types of video, give it a thumbs up so I'll know to make more. You know, give it a thumbs up so I will know I would do future videos with your girl and her paranormal experience. And by the way, I love horror movies. Like, let me just put it out there, I love horror movies, I love thrillers, I love anything crime related, unsolved mysteries, forensic files. I will catch you guys in my next video. Hope you enjoyed the story time. Hope you wasn't too freaked out. And remember, if you don't believe in these type of thing, don't be watching the video. You already know by the title what this video entitled. So instead of giving it a dislike, click off my video and watch something else, right? Okay, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.